Do you want to stop the universalists who are in cahoots with the globalists, the cultural Marxists, and the social communists from winning the culture war? Then take action today! Every super chat will help fight the battle in the never-ending culture war against those who want to take over our entertainment. That's why you need to like, subscribe, send thanks, and super chat. Make a random 42. Do you want the universalists to win? Of course you don't. So donate today.
Is Bloomberg calling women ugly? At least one particular woman, I am Mecca, and Bloomberg basically, from what I'm gathering, has decided to fix men looking at women in video games. That the solution to all this, according to this article, correct me if I'm reading this wrong, is just to make women ugly, and now you're calling these women ugly. I thought you were supposed to be inclusive and sensitive and empathetic. Pathetic. Pathetic excuse for attention. I'm not paying Bloomberg. Video game industry struggles to shake sexist attitudes. You know why? I'll let you know a little secret. As human beings, one of the basic primal urges we have, aside from sleeping and eating and, hitting the necessary room after you do the others, after you eat something, those sort of things, we also have the basic urge to reproduce. And there's some things that draw us all together so that we can get our little rutting in. And it's a primal instinct. We're all descended from apes. Do I have to explain science to people? I thought we were all about listening to science lately and believing science and liking science and all that hooey. All the hooey! Bloomberg says this woman is ugly, and sure, she is not as attractive as she was in the original video game to my aesthetic. Bloomberg deciding to uglify women and making them as unappealing as possible so that guys will not, be distracted that you're looking at her backside for the whole time. This is just ridiculous. This is so dumb. Every video game doesn't have to be every little thing to every single person. I have been playing Terraria for the better part of a decade. Alright, you don't need all this stuff. I don't care what my character looks like. Half the time I'm playing House Flipper and I have robot arms and I don't have a body. Okay? I don't care. Video games are different things to different people. If they want to have the hottest chick out there, great. If they don't, great. It doesn't really matter. And all this appealing and appeasing to the wokier than nows is just getting old. I'm so tired of it. It is all about protecting the feelings of everybody else. It is all about overprotection of feelings of everybody else. And Techie Mantis linked me a great John Cleese article or interview today where he was talking just about this. It is people wanting to overprotect everybody to the point of madness, to the point of censorship, to the point of not being able to move, think, speak without stopping yourself mid-sentence and finding something that could possibly be offensive. And what I just did was find something that people could be triggered by and pointed it out in this wokier-than-thou quest to just complain and fix a whole bunch of things in a way to overprotect grown adults who really need another option out there, right? If you don't want to look at this video game character, play a different game. Download a mod and reskin the character to something else. I have a friend who plays Left 4 Dead 2 with anime girls instead of the redneck and the who else is in Left 4 Dead 2? I only remember the redneck, Ellis. He was kind of my favorite one because he was like the best one in the game. You can have a flying V guitar, and hit zombies on the head with a flying V guitar. And why did I blank out the V? The V part, because she's trying to shoot me in the head, that's why. I'm a little intimidated that the whammon is going to shoot me in the head. I'm just getting tired of this. The video game business has a long and troubled history of isms and gender stereotypes. Yeah, everything is stereotyping, and in an attempt to fix a lot of this, look at things like Star Trek Discovery. They have more stereotypes than ever. Everything that we're trying to fix is a stereotype of a stereotype of a stereotype. Star Trek has been so trying to fix whatever it thinks is wrong with the world that it literally has a woman of color as a drugged out crackhead in a trailer blaming the white man for her problems in a society that evolved past money. Okay, this is how broken we are. I think we're getting a little tired of it. We're getting a little tired of the stereotyping. We're getting a little tired of the ring masses. We're getting a little tired of everything. The situation isn't hopeless. Oh yes, you can have repair and restitution. Are we restituting? The industry has a lot more to do to fix its culture. Yeah, just admit that we kind of don't get along sometimes and that we're gonna be offended by each other, right? Admit that and make it so that people have to have a certain level of thickness of skin before they're allowed in society again. Maybe do that. I don't know, maybe the aliens need to come along and just completely take over, because clearly the people who are trying to take over aren't doing a very good job.
I don't want Starfleet putting chemicals in the water. Turn the freaking Spock's gay. Listen, Giorgio, you are human. I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. But you're human, so I'll be hungry an hour later. Make sure you go to my galactic web shop and buy my super male lizard vitality supplements. Ah!
Why is Bloomberg reporting on video games in the first place? Black Phoenix asks in chat. Attention, to get attention. This is the only way I would click this article, is if it decides to say that there's all these things wrong. Yeah, did a whole bunch of real creepos get fired recently for being real creepos around women? Of course they did. Of course they did. Would have a better solution been for the women to, I don't know, maybe make their lives a living hell like we used to do way back in the day, you know? Maybe make them work a little harder for it. I don't know. That might have been a solution. We certainly were a little stronger back then. Crying and complaining about it and getting everybody fired could be an option too. Or, you know what? Getting over everything in society. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can just learn that people are different. That people are going to be offended by things. That people... I don't know what the solution is, but for crying out loud, every time we try and fix something, it gets worse and worse and worse. The situation isn't hopeless. As a hit release from Sony shows, there's a big market for games that portray women as smart and resourceful actors, rather than pawns and victims of male desire. Well, you mean like Tomb Raider? Way back when? She was pretty smart and... Oh, she was also pretty hot, though. Was she too pretty for you? Is that the problem? Was Lara Croft too pretty? Because I don't remember a lot of men complaining about Lara Croft's resourcefulness in video games. I don't remember a lot of people care. How many people even just play Minecraft and Roblox now and Fortnite? Who cares? I'm just so tired of it. Do they really think that the only place that people can go for being attracted to somebody is the video game? Like, we don't have access to every picture of every woman who has ever taken her clothes off online ever at a click of a button and a slick, quick Google search. That is, you know, if you can do the one-hand typing sort of thing while your other hand's on your joystick. Most men can. It's been a new skill that has evolved with the usage of the internet. Women too. Women still watch that too. You know you do, ladies. The situation isn't hopeless. Yeah, it's not. Just shut up about it. Who cares? An incident at a conference about a decade ago became a poster child for the industry's cultural issues. I love the fact that you have a very lot of female characters, a woman said to an all-male panel of developers from Activision. Oh, this incident, did we see this? From Activision. However, I was wondering if we could have some that don't look like they stepped out of Victoria's Secret catalog. How long ago was this? The last time I looked over at somebody playing Warhammer. Or Warcraft, not Warhammer. Warcraft! It was a panda. The guy had a panda as a character. I don't remember humans in Warcraft. I'm pretty sure there are. However, I remember there being a panda and there's dragons you can ride. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Is that it? Bayonetta. Oh, somebody was triggered over Bayonetta too recently. That BlizzCon was years ago. And they're still on about it too. How many years ago? Because in 2014 I remember looking at a friend of mine's panda in Warcraft. And it was cute. However, I was wondering if we can have something that don't look like they stepped out of Victoria's Secret's catalog. Victoria's Secret. Oh, her yellow hair green screens. This look Victoria's Secret. I mean, she's even wearing granny panties, lady. I don't think so. I don't think so. These people are stupid. These people don't know anything. Oh, we'll even go more recent. Okay, more recent. Rosalina. How's Rosalina? She's also green screening out. What does she have? Also, granny. See, they're princesses, though. They're princesses. They're in the granny panties. Yes, I've been to Dave & Buster's a couple of times. Really, I don't even want to give this article the time of day, but we are still continuing. A smattering of applause was quickly drowned out by a sea of boos. Instead of defending her, the developers ridiculed her suggestion. Yeah, because they've played video games. That sounds like somebody who's never played a goddamn video game in her crapping life. I mean, for crying out loud. I guess one of the Mortal Kombat chicks did look like she was wearing a teddy. The green one, and she had the white hair. Sindel, didn't she kinda? However, it just depends on what video game you're playing, sweetheart. You don't have to play the ones that are offensive. And if you don't like it, there are ways to fix it. We are not locked into a single game. This isn't the 80s anymore where you're just stuck with whatever you get in the cartridge and then you gotta blow on it and hope it works. Then you gotta stick it in again, and then it starts doing the thing where it's like bouncing up and down, you can't read it, so you gotta take it out, blow on it again, maybe get a Q-tip or something, blow on that again to make sure it's all dry, shove it back in, slam it down, and then it'll finally work, only to find out that the game blows because it's made by something like LGN or something. Yes! That is what happens! These people have never done anything in their lives. Yet amid the painful episodes, there are signs of progress. In particular, Sony Group Corps' 2017 blockbuster, Ghostbusters 2016 Horizon Zero Dawn answered the call, shows that there's a huge market for games that don't denigrate women. Degenerate women. This jail's not for kids. Oh, Zero Dawn's main protagonist is a female character who doesn't look like a supermodel, set in a post-apocalyptic time in the far future, which is why I didn't play it, because I don't like hunting cute big aminals, and I don't like post-apocalyptic things. Maybe I should call ism. What kind of ism is that? That's anti-progressivism. And it's offensive because here I am overprotecting everything. It's anti-progressivism because it's showing a far-off post-apocalyptic society, and I'm triggered because I am afraid of the world ending, and it's causing me nightmares to think about the world ending in a way where we have to go out and hunt for ourselves and can't have our cushy lifestyle and our universal basic income and our free healthcare and free Starbucks and free DoorDash so we can sit here and be fat. Is that it? Is that it? I don't know. Can I be triggered now? Is that something to be triggered by? I want to go to Rocket Fizz and get candy. I am tired of this. So yes, I am triggered by their opinions because their opinions are stupid and your thing goes too long. It's awkward being a woman in the metaverse. Who cares? I don't care about it. The treatment of women in video games, both behind the scenes and as characters within them, is nothing short of scandalous. I agree, some guys are absolute jerkholes, and if you don't point out while they're doing it, and I get it, it's really hard to do, but you know what? We're kind of in a day and age where we need to be supportive of each other when we see guys kind of being dickholes sometimes, or girls can be dickholes too. I'm sorry, I don't want to pretend like this doesn't exist, but at the same time, overcorrecting everything to the point of basically saying that the only way to fix this is to make characters, according to Bloomberg, quote unquote, less attractive. Bloomberg basically says, oh, you need to uglify characters. Make women ugly and guys won't fap to them. I don't even think that's the case. Like I said, I have access to the internet, and they're trying to get me to subscribe, so screw this article. I have seen some things that you scroll through when you don't want to be scrolling. You go to the end of the thing instead of the beginning to the least popular. People will fap to anything, okay? There is no beauty standard. One person's beauty is another person's beast, and one man's treasure is another man's gold, and whatever. Blow me, Bloomberg. Get out of the video game business. What's next? You're gonna say they start promoting violence or something, even though violence has been a thing since before there was electricity. I am Mecca, and I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!